We are pleased to welcome the Honorable Mayor Eric Jackson of the City of Trenton, the state capital. Mayor, let me ask you this. We had a great panel discussion with some of your colleagues in Greater Trenton, the organization called Greater Trenton. Let's do this. If you were to say the 2 to 3 biggest challenges the city faces right now, what would you say they are?
Well, we'll start with crime and then the perception of crime. There's a real number, then there's a perception. Education has to be in that part, and then our piece where we're doing much better is economic development, continuation of the movement that we've begun.
Go back to the crime piece. What's real? What's the perception?
Anytime there's, in our local media, a criminal element or a story that's reported, our region thinks by default is Trenton. While we have our issues, we're making progress in that area. Since taking office, overall crime indicators are down, overall 9%. Some areas we continue to work on, but we're building collaborations around the region and showing progress.
Gang-related violence, as real in Trenton as it is in virtually every other city in this nation?
Yes, it is. It's a real piece that our police department is working on, along with local sheriff's department, attorney general's office, and state police. We're making progress on it. I believe we're moving in the right direction, and we're actually lowering our numbers there.
But before we move off crime, no city government, realistically, no city government can do this alone, can they?
No. It's about being able to collaborate and have partnerships, strong, meaningful partnerships to help in this battle, particularly against crime. The elements of crime have shifted. Gun violence is the order of the day, and we need help like any other city, urban, suburban, rural, to help in that fight against crime.
When it comes to, by the way, real quick, President Trump has said he is very clear on what our urban centers need. He's talked about Chicago, but it could be Trenton, it could be any city.
Could be.
When he speaks, does he speak to you in a way that is powerful and clear?
Well, I think he speaks to a general sense of urban centers, and specifically, I want to see more that comes out of the White House that are specific to the crimes, specifically gun violence in our cities.
Okay. Education, public education in Trenton. First of all, charter schools, are there a significant number of charter schools?
There are. They're growing.
They are growing?
They're growing.
Because?
They're growing because predominantly parents who are engaged want to see an alternative for their children. So we have an uptick in the number of charters that have begun. Some had begun and do well. Others have begun and have failed. That by itself puts a strain on our public system. The dollars follow the children. So the public system—
Excuse me, state dollars will follow where those children go to school.
That's correct.
God, I'm sorry.
Out of the pool of dollars for the district. Our public school district is doing better. We talked about perception and reality. When I was campaigning in the early parts of 2014, we were graduating our children right around 51%. The last 2 graduation classes have been upward around 80%. So we're showing great progress.
From high school?
That's correct. We're showing great progress. So we have to begin to tell the story better about the things we're doing to move in a more positive direction.
On another level, Mr. Mayor, I need to ask you this. Your predecessor, serious criminal issues that, you know, people know about.
Yes.
Why did you choose to step in and want to be the mayor of a city with a reputation that was tarnished by the previous mayor because of criminal activities, with so many people questioning the integrity of public officials?
Two reasons. I'm born and raised in the city of Trenton. I believe in the greatness of the city of Trenton. And it was a perfect opportunity, really, at that point in time, for someone who had great character and experience and leadership to rebuild on a city that had been broken, where trust had been broken, to restore that, to bring back a government that works for the people, that hears our residents and our stakeholders, and collectively work together to make her better again.
I'm a student of leadership. I know you are as well.
Yes.
If I were to ask you the most significant lesson you've learned about leadership in your fascinating career to date, what would it be?
Honesty. Be honest.
How honest?
You have to almost be blatantly honest, because in the society we live in now, the social media and the readiness of information, you have to be forthright with being honest, collaborate with others, and make sure what you're talking about is what you know about.
To that end, in the few seconds we have left, How honest can you be with the citizens of your community who have faced so many challenges with a tax base which is not as
Yes.
robust as you would like,
Yeah.
right?
That's
to say the
correct.
least.
Yeah.
And have to tell them, listen, if you want these things and these services, it's going to cost this much. That's a hard level of honesty and candor, no?
It is. It's very hard. But we have a resilient population in Trenton. And it's been my practice and my team's approach that we want to be honest. And listen, we're going to be optimistic on all the points where we can be, but we're going to be pragmatic about we can't be all things to all people. So we started breaking down what we're going to do as government, but made sure we promise that which we do, we're going to do at a high level.
Finally, you're bullish on the state capital?
I am. Trenton is the heart and soul of this state. It is the capital, and we have to capitalize on that and keep improving our relationships with state government.
Mr. Mayor, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you,
All the
Steve.
best to you
Thank
and
you so
your
much.
folks in Trenton.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The preceding program has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of Caucus New Jersey has been provided by University Hospital, Newark, New Jersey, MD Advantage Insurance Company of New Jersey, New Jersey Resources, ShopRite Supermarkets, Georgian Court University, Choose New Jersey, and by Verizon. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. Caucus New Jersey has been produced in partnership with TriStar Studios.